Okay, today we are going to learn about this big word here, personification, which is a literary device. Now, in previous lessons, as I have observed, you will learn about literary devices such as the simile, the metaphor, alliteration, and how these add meaning and beautification to work. However, our focus today, class, will be on this word, personification. Alright, so just looking at the word here, personification. Alright, could anybody give me an idea as to what the word personification means? Anybody? Anybody?
Like a person.
Alright, like a person. Anybody else?
About a person.
Alright. Anybody else? Anybody else? Somebody must have something in mind. Anybody else?
Having to do with a person.
Alright, so generally we all have an idea. Personification has to do about a person. It is about giving things, objects that are not human qualities. So everybody take out your notebooks and I'm going to give you a definition of what the word personification means. Alright, everybody has their book?
Yeah.
Okay. A personification is a figure of speech, in which inanimate objects or abstractions are endowed with human qualities, or are represented as possessing human form. Alright, so I want you to list now in your book some examples of personification. Alright? Okay. Now, I'm going to read to you a very interesting poem. It's called The Thunderstorm by Emily Dickinson. So I want you to turn to page 32 in your textbooks, alright, and follow while I read this poem. Alright, and everybody found it? Everybody has a textbook? Who doesn't have a textbook, please share with the person next to you.
Okay.
Alright, and it goes like this. The wind began to rock the grass. With threatening tunes and low, he flung a menace at the earth, a menace at the sky. The leaves unhooked themselves from trees and started all abroad. The dust did scoop itself like hands and throw away the road. The wagons quickened on the streets, the thunder hurried slow. The lightning showed a yellow beak and then a livid pearl. The birds put up the bars to nest, the cattle fled to barns. There came one drop of giant rain, and then, as if the hands that held the dams had parted whole, the waters wrecked the sky, but overlooked my father's house, just quartering a tree. Wow, it's a short poem, but it's very interesting. Now, in this poem, there are examples of the personification. Anybody saw, while I was reading this poem, anybody saw any examples of the personification? Anybody at all? How about you?
The leaves unhook themselves from trees.
Alright, that's true. The leaves unhook themselves from trees. Anybody else?
The dust did scoop itself like hands.
Alright. Any other personification anybody saw? Anybody saw any other personification in the poem? Anybody else?
Drops of giant rain.
Very good. So generally, we can see that just as other literary devices, as a personification, It breathes life into words which are common to all forms of a language. Alright, so whether it is a narrative, whether it's a story, whether it's an article, whether it's a newspaper clipping, or whether it is poetry. Alright, so class, now I'm going to divide you into groups of 4. Alright, so everybody find a partner, groups of 4. Alright, and the reason being groups of 4, I want you all to do a little practice exercise for me. Alright, where you all are going to complete a worksheet. Little questions I want you all to circle wherever you all see a personification and make up 2 sentences, at least 2 sentences using the personification. Alright, so you all go into groups. Alright, so group 1. Let's hear a sentence that you all came up with. Group 1. Any member from group 1? Any member from group 1? Come on. I'm sure you all came up with a sentence.
That laid icy hands on him.
Okay, that's a good example. What about group 3? Group 3 seems to be talking a lot.
The sun smiled at me.
The sun smiled at me. I like that one. What about group 7? Group 7 way down in the back there. Group 7.
Flowers nodded their heads.
Very good. So now that we all have a general understanding of what the personification is, alright, I want somebody, right, to stand up and tell me what the personification really is. Anybody could do that? If anybody understood the lesson, can you all please stand and tell me what a personification is? Yes, you.
A personification is when you give non-living things human qualities.
Beautiful. Everybody heard that? A personification is when you give non-living things human qualities. Great. So did everybody understand today's lesson? Did everybody understand today's lesson? Yes? Okay, now I want everybody to take one of these sheets of paper. Alright, I want you all to write your name on them, everybody, and we're going to do an individual practice exercise. Alright? So everybody has a sheet? Everybody? Alright, so I want you to write your name at the top of it, the class that you're in. Alright, and follow the instructions. Everybody has one? Okay, great.